Alright. Okay, another video, another day in the consistency. I'm not sure if my consistency sounds good or sounds bad. But yeah, it's another video of consistency. So I just finished watching the video from yesterday, and yesterday's video was far more better than the videos from the day before yesterday's and the previous days. I still had my barrier while speaking yesterday. I was like, my voice was low, my tone, I tried to change my tone while I was speaking, but I don't know if I had changed my tone that much or not. Actually, I wanted to adjust my tone more than ever yesterday, but because my sound was less, my voice was low, I wasn't able to look after the changes in my tone. But the way I speak, the way I spoke, and the way I explained was improving from the earlier days. So still there are so many things I have to improve, like storytelling, because even yesterday the storytelling wasn't that much good. And one thing I could improve, and I can improve, is the pronunciation I got, the words, the way how I pronounce. Like even how when I say pronounce, I still get like the way I sound is weird. The way I say the word pronounce doesn't feel right. And it's because I don't have that much of words in the book as well. I mean, by the mean of book is in my intelligence, I mean. Still, but just because I don't have that much of word in my vocabulary or in my intelligence doesn't mean that I can speak whatever I want and it will feel good. So that was the issue I noticed from the video yesterday. So to improve the way I sound, to improve the way I speak, and to improve my pronunciation, today what I did was, while reading the book, which is my everyday thing, even though I sometimes miss reading the book. I mean, there are some gap days on that as well. I'm not consistent on that. But while I was reading the book today, I tried to articulate my mouth, because that book has a lot of words than I know. That book has a lot of words that I will never be able to speak, or I'll never be able to use. So those kind of words that the book has, and while pronouncing that word, I was able to know that my pronunciation was so bad, and I had to improve on that. And how could I improve on that as well? I was able to grasp a knowledge on that as well, because while reading the book, while reading aloud, I was able to articulate my mouth as well. And right now there are not that much of barrier on the way on myself. because I'm driving the car, and while I'm inside the car there is no one listening, so I'm free to speak whatever I want, and I'm free to speak on what volume I want. So that's why there is no barrier in the way I speak. I'm not sure how I sound, which will be pretty interesting thing to listen tomorrow and to judge that. But there are so many things I can improve on, and it makes me so happy when I listen to those kind of things. It makes me so happy that there are so many things in the room of improvement, and I'll be able to improve all those kind of things if I work on it. When I realize this, I feel so happy. I feel so excited. And yeah, those were the conclusion from the video yesterday, from the video I got from yesterday. So I didn't watch the whole video because the whole video was describing the thing, and while I was listening to it, I was pausing as well, which is a good thing. And my tone I couldn't feel that much of emotion on the way I speak. For that thing to improve on that thing, I have to be able to adjust my tone in the way I please, in the way I want, which is still the skill that I don't have at the moment. So I had to work on that. And to work on that thing it will be very, very funny, because it will be very exciting as well, and it will be very funny as well, and it will be so much out of my comfort zone as well, because I couldn't go like I want this and go like I want this. No, it's so embarrassing to me when I speak like this. But to change my tone, I have to work like this. That's what I learned from watching the podcast. So I have so many things I can improve, and I have so many things that I can imply to see if those things work. And I'll start implying that tomorrow on. I'm still implying that today as well. Let's see how it goes. And yeah, so that was all from the video from yesterday. So that concludes it. So let's go through my day. I woke up around probably 7, 8, 9, I don't know. It was around that time that I woke up. The first thing I did after I woke up was I meditate. I don't know if I meditate for around 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I don't know. But instead of going back to sleep, I wanted to meditate and to follow the procedure that I can do for the meditation that I got knowledge about from watching the video from the day before yesterday. As soon as I started doing the meditation, it was so good. I started to feel everything, and as the guy said in the video, he said, if you are meditating and if you focus on meditation, you will go to a thought will take you somewhere, and you have to bring yourself from that point to the point where you are, to the point where you are focusing on, to the point where you are blank. And I was doing that, like every time I started meditation, while I was blank, my mind was taking me to everywhere, like to the past, to the problems that I got, to the solution I can get, all those things, etc., etc. And I was just focusing on myself, and I started to pull me back to the place where I am. It was so fun doing that. After I woke up, I started playing game around 2 hours. I don't know. I started watching anime, and because I was fighting with my urges last night, because I was awake till 2 o'clock in the night, and I was fighting with my urges, which I did one yesterday. And this morning I woke up, I start to feel that urge today as well. And as soon as I felt that urge, I started to think like, if I want to give up, I had to give up right now. If I just focused on delaying that loss, it will just affect me on the later days. It will just affect me on my willpower. So it's either I will lose at the beginning, or I will win no matter how much it affects me. And there were times like maybe I thought like maybe I should give up and just focus on winning in the new days. And while I was thinking that, I also realized that the thing that it's okay to give up was not me who was telling that. It was my brain who wanted that cheap thing, who wanted to get that rush, who wanted to get that dopamine rush. So it was all the idea of that brain that it gave me, and it tried to capture me. And I didn't give up. I was just focused on myself. Every time there were thoughts like I should give up, I told myself that this is the brain telling me. And the day went, the urges went to its peak, and there were so many thoughts it gave me, like the past, the things that I didn't want to remember at all, and all those kind of things that make me jealous, envious. There were so many things that it gave me, and I was so frustrated for a moment, and I slept, and then I just slept. I slept for so long, and after I woke up, there were still so many urges that I got. But the main thing is there were still so many things that I need to do, and because my urges were there, I wasn't able to focus on that. And then what I did was, I just let that urges go. I started to focus on the thing that I should be doing at that moment, and I started doing that. And when I started doing that, things changed. I mean, I started to I started to work on the things that I should be working, which is a good thing. And I started doing good. I started feeling good. After I finished what I was supposed to do, then my urges came back to me, and it started giving me overthinking, and I was gonna lose or maybe I would have lose. But instead of doing that, I just went out, cooked my food, and ate it. And now I'm feeling good. Now I decided that maybe I'll sleep a little bit earlier as well, because I have to, and there's work tomorrow in the early morning. So that's why I just let that go. I still wanted to bath, but there is no hot water in the tank in the tank anyway, so I have to delay that as well. And I won't be able to bath tomorrow as well, because I'll be returning home too late. And the day after tomorrow, maybe I will be able to bath. But the main thing was, there were so many thoughts going through my head, and there were so many things going through my head, but I still didn't give up to that urge. I decided to fight. I started to take the battle head on, and I won. That's where the beauty of the day is. And to find myself like I can improve, I can do it, it's such a good feeling. And there are still so many things that this brain gives me all the time. It tries to make me lose, and it gives me so many things that I felt like, the hell am I even doing? Like, it gives me embarrassment. It gives me so many things that is hard to accept, and that is what ego is. And there are sometimes that there are things that I watch, like animes and stuff, and there are things that when I see like people going to their past, they facing with their fears, they're facing with their guilts, they're facing with their embarrassments, and all those kind of things. And the things that this brain gave me today was embarrassment, guilt traps, all those kind of things. And there were times like I was gonna accept it. I was feeling like, nah, I had to give up. I can't wake up anymore. But when I didn't give up, when I just focused on the thing that I should have been doing, it just shifted my focus. And I realized that it was just the brain that is giving me this kind of thing. It is the brain that's creating all those scenarios to use that to get whatever that brain, whatever that things want. And what the brain wants is the self-sabotage. It's to get into that depression state, so it can stay in the comfort zone, which is not what I want. I'm still in the comfort zone because I wanted to go to gym today, and I wasn't able to take that step. I wasn't able to move forward on that. But to be able to not lose to that cheap dopamine, to that urge, it's such a good feeling that is letting me grow. Anyway, that is all for today. I'm still so happy that I was able to experience all those kind of emotion today. Still, I didn't do anything. I was just sleeping the whole day. I'm just making myself feel good through sharing my experience, through sharing the thoughts. And sometimes I wonder, like, when I think about the day, there is nothing that's going around that that keeps me going on, or that I should be proud of. But the last moment I did, from reading the book to cooking the food to eating the food, this part of the day felt so productive to me that I'm so happy about. And all these battles that was going through my head all the day, to say this, it's not, I haven't done nothing. It's I have won the battle inside, the inner conflict, the internal monologue. I'm winning that thing. My willpower is not giving up, and it feels so good. It feels so good, and it feels so satisfying to experience these moments. I don't know if anyone will be watching this video, or if anyone will understand how it goes to feel this experience, but whoever is going through so many things in their head, I wanted to let them know that if you win those battles, it's all worth it. No matter what happens, it's all worth it. And that's it. I'm so grateful for this day. I'm so grateful for all this experience. I'm grateful for myself as well. I don't know how the day is gonna be tomorrow. I don't know how the day is gonna be the day after tomorrow. I don't know how will my battle go tomorrow. But I won today, and I didn't give up today. My internal monologue didn't lose today. I didn't lose the conflict today. That is the only thing matters. And that's it.